As a big Lord of the Rings fan, I thought I couldn't be less interested in this game. It seems like a game nobody wants. I mean, Lord of the Rings is basically begging for a massive open world RPG, something on the same level as The Witcher 3. Why would we want this? The thing is, Daedalic is a pretty solid developer, and really the idea of playing as Gollum in a stealth game does seem like something that could work. I mean, the gameplay seems reminiscent of Styx Master of Shadows. And I think this game could have a bit more potential than I thought, especially after seeing the recent trailer. What's this? 2 videos in one day? Who am I? We just got a new story trailer for the upcoming Lord of the Rings Gollum. Let me just say, I really do not know what to think about this game. From earlier trailers, honestly, I was kind of horrified by it. I thought it would be terrible. It looked really, really bad. Also, just imagine developing a Lord of the Rings game and expecting that people actually want to play as Gollum. However, just like Gollum, I'm splitting in two here. I'm starting to get mixed thoughts on this. It actually doesn't look that bad, but then it also kind of looks bad.
What?
This trailer does look a lot better than ones we've seen previously, even better than trailers we saw a few months ago. Now, I have had negative expectations for this game, 100%, and I'm still not putting any, trust into it, but I do think this isn't going to be a big win for Lord of the Rings, but it could be a small win, and I'll get into details why I think so, but I just want to say that the story elements of this game, from what we see in the new trailer, it definitely looks compelling. Now, the adventure will take players across Mordor, Mirkwood, Rivendell, and the Misty Mountains, and other locales as Gollum attempts to reclaim his precious. We see Gollum working with and against opposing forces, including an emissary of Sauron, as well as a young Gandalf, who are both in search of the ring. From his flight from Mordor, where he escaped the mouth of Sauron and the demon spider Shelob, to the dungeons of the Elven King Thranduil, Legolas's father. We see pathetic-looking Gollum come face-to-face with the Nazgul. I don't know, I'm beginning to think it doesn't look that bad. And also, the developers have promised to stay faithful to the books. Now yes, I know a lot of people have been bashing on the graphics, and yeah, at times it kinda looks like something from 2009, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it does seem old. Sometimes it looks a little janky, other times it doesn't really look bad. But you can tell it has definitely improved a lot over the previous gameplay videos. It has this sort of cartoony art style, which of course is largely intentional, but I see a lot of people kind of mixed on this. They are not basing this game on Peter Jackson's adaptations, they're going for a brand new style based on the original source material, which I fully support. Don't get me wrong, I love the vision that Peter Jackson's films came up with. I love that version of this world, but I'm also open to seeing new styles of Middle-earth. And here we get kind of a more cartoony, high fantasy vibe, and I don't think it looks that bad. I like the colorful level designs, and I'm excited to see a team experiment with a brand new style. Of course, this is going to see some backlash from fans who don't want to see anything changed from the Jackson films. I've also seen a lot of people complaining that Andy Serkis isn't narrating as Gollum, but the thing is, they're trying to go for a new style, so obviously they're going to have a new voice for Gollum as well. Now, okay, if you're comparing this to most modern AAA games, this does not look good, but it is giving me heavy PS2 adventure game vibes, and I kind of love that. I grew up with, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and then I also played a lot of stealth games like the Thief games, but one game I played a lot growing up was this Hobbit game on PS2, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it wasn't, that great of a game. But I just had so much fun playing it. And from the gameplay of Gollum, all the platforming, running away from spiders, pulling levers and whatnot, it all kind of reminds me of this Hobbit game, which was also going for its own unique style based on the books. I love some classic platformers and stealth games, and not everything needs to be a huge open world AAA game, and it doesn't seem like Gollum is gonna be that. Let's hope the price tag reflects that, because obviously, yeah, if it's the price of a full AAA game, then I definitely don't think it's going to be worth it. And right now, when you see the love given to Hogwarts Legacy by its developers, you can't really go in expecting that of this Gollum game, because because it's not trying to be that type of game. I think there could be a cult following of people who enjoy this game as long as they nailed certain things. I'm hoping that they are going to stick to the lore and make it very faithful like they've said. And then of course, if they can nail the stealth elements of the gameplay, then obviously people are going to enjoy it. It's not just about the graphics. Yes, it does look dated, but if the gameplay and the stealth elements are good, then those who enjoy these types of games like myself will have fun. And the game does promise some type of choice between the split personalities of Gollum and Smeagol. Tortured by a split personality, he can be vicious and wicked as Gollum, yet friendly and cautious as Smeagol. It's up to you to decide which of his personalities will triumph in the difficult moral choices that will dictate the future of your precarious alliances. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have stuck with my gut instinct that this is going to be a major flop. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. At least at the end of the day, it's going to likely be better than the Rings of Power. Anyways, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about this news. Let me know if you'll be playing this game. Also, please let me know if you played this Hobbit game, if you have memories playing this game, and if you enjoyed it, because I had so much fun playing this game as a kid. I do remember it being a little unpolished and there was some flaws. There wasn't any autosaves or anything like that, but I still had a lot of fun with this game. I think I got stuck at one part and I never ended up beating it, but yeah, it's so much nostalgia.